Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, score 1 for the Fat Warrior. I mean, it is a pretty fat sort of deck. It has a lot of weight in the midsection. Like that beer gut full of hecklers and troggs and stuff. But I like all that stuff. It just needs to have slightly more solutions to problems, which is what it's lacking. It's got lots of problems to give my opponent, but it doesn't have good solutions. So it's the kind of deck that ought to have a decent chance through the early ranks, but eventually, certainly by the 5 or 6 win point, it should just start getting matched up against people who smash it, who just they play some spell, then they win, because this deck can't turn the tables on them. I'm so glad I drew that, because my hand was terribad otherwise.
The light protects me.
Bash, potentially very good, but it's got to be supporting something. Maybe I should have played the Raptor to deal with the, Priestess or whatever comes out, but this can take the 1 damage from perfectly fine. Okay, now we got issues. So I can use the bash to finish her after something, but I'm just going to play him in attack. I don't have enough mana to do the bash thing. I could just play him. It doesn't use my mana as efficiently. His charge would be really good as a surprise. But I'm thinking to use the bash to... Oh, I don't know. I'll just play him. It's so good. The problem is if my opponent is wise enough to just, smash my minion and then heal. Then again, if that's what he's doing, that might be the strategy this deck comes back against the best. In theory. Because I will just keep putting out things, in theory, except I'm not right now. Damn. See, if I'd done it the other way, now I could have, armored up this turn, but no. So what do? You don't want to heal her first. Please don't have a way to heal her or grow her anymore. Or taunt or something. I just need to be able to hit her with this guy and then bash her. And then life would be good. Forever! I'm so doomed. So bad. I wish I could kill that guy. It's going to be easier to kill with other stuff eventually, but man. I think I need to get rid of her because she's such a potential monster. I mean, I could just play this guy and he'd be a 5/5. Trade him, take out the thing, and then just deal with the fact, her 3/5-ness isn't as impressive then, is it? Okay, that's what we're doing now. New plan. Plan is kill Microbot and have a 5/5. Now, when he gets Shadow Word Death, then our plan is going to be bad. Shadow Word Death. Shadow Word Shush. Okay. Not as bad as Shadow Word Death. Yeah, healing her is kind of a waste of time now, isn't it? Okay. Heal her 1. Fine. That's good. I was just going to armor up and play this guy, but now I can actually play a Gilblin instead of... Yeah, who cares about the armor when I can Gilblin? We'd have Stealth Wars. So what's your plan now? That, and then Holy Nova, or Bomber, randomness. Eee! That was a little close. But overall, his damage basically did nothing so far.
The damned stand ready.
Okay. Alright, so how can I do this to eliminate his usefulness? I don't want him fighting anyone. I can't kill the 3/2 with him without losing it. I'm going to lose... Whatever I do, I'm going to lose too much. So I can kill the 2/1 with him. And I could trade the other 2. and then just play the Jormungandr and say, like, ha, I have the Jormungandr. I don't know. I'd rather not have that, like, bonus health going around.
Now?
Could just hit my opponent for a lot. I don't think that's going to work out in my favor. I mean, I could bash something, but again, because it doesn't kill him, it's not really going to do what I want. So I think we're going to go Jormungandr. And we're going to go boom. We're just going to blow everything up. Probably not the smartest, but I do end up with a much better army than my opponent. For now. Now, I have the Warsong Commander in my hand, which means if I draw stuff that works with her, it could be good. Like, she's very good with troggs, for example. And, of course, all the many weenies I have, because I have lots of 2-mana weenies. That
How many fingers do you see?
she'd be really good with that thing. That thing is a death machine. It must be eliminated. So, oh, that's... I can't do all 3 of these in the same turn. No, okay. So we're going to do this. And then this. Smash. Losing the element of surprise by doing... you know what? Since I don't need the element of surprise for that right now, I'm going to play the Crusader without her. Even though, like, Charge Crusader is awesome, I don't need to put out the commander and put her at risk for that. Damn you and your copycat Jormungandrs. However, I think I have a solution to this problem. Goes like that. Like this.
Join or die.
I didn't realize that she said join or die. It just, like, never stuck in my head. Because it means that her and the cult leader kind of go together, right? She's got join or die, and then the cult leader's join or die, or both.
Shall not fall.
Okay, so that was not a very effective Holy Nova, unless there's another one coming, which there probably is. Question 1, do I have lethal? 9 plus 8 is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I so don't have lethal. I think I'm just going to go for it anyway.
Charge forward!
I am ready for Mechazard!
Yeah, I'm not going to bother dealing with the guy. I'm just going to hope that I can bash through this and win, even though I don't have an instant win right now.
Time for a little. Who you want me to?
My opponent has to be able to kill things with one thing with 5... Oh, if one Holy Nova would do it, actually. If you just use the bubble and hit this and then Holy Nova... Well, no, my 3 health guys will still be there. Yeah, you got a Kodo Rider. I'm so impressed that I'm going to annihilate you. It's fine.
You have been.
Yes. Yeah, that was okay. Holy Nova wouldn't completely have done me in. It would have been pretty rough, though. Okay. Well, that worked. Yeah. It's the Warsong Commander, because even after using the bubble to do 3 damage to my 5 hit point guy, Holy Nova would have killed almost everything, but I still would have had a 2-1 Warsong Commander, and I would have had a 5-1 Enraged Troll guy. So, unless my opponent had a Holy Nova and something else to do more damage, I probably still could have pulled it out. Especially since he was at,
Get up,
4?
versus
Not 2. Not a lot of hit
I
points.
will fight with honor. Victory!
Okay, this is a decent rushy thing. I may actually keep the Warsong Commander. It's probably dumb, but probably just get stuff that's more expensive. I certainly have the rush guys here. And in fact, I might get good use out of this guy if I coin out the 2-cost ones. We'll see. So I'll tell you, this guy is an amazing coin play. Just in terms of, like, yeah, he's not going to, like, crush and win the game and stuff like that. But just in terms of controlling the board, I have a lot of control all of a sudden. Because he can play something big enough to counter this, but then I have the choice of whether or not I want to engage it. And for example, I can put out the Unstable Ghoul, which is probably annoying. Because the ooze hits the ghoul, takes 1 damage, and then he explodes, does another 1 damage, kills the ooze. So that works out just fine. While my other guy's doing damage, he doesn't. If he plays any other minions first, they would get hit. I mean, even like even shield like bubble guy would not work out. Yeah, he's got to do it now.
Mind if I roll need?
Don't like the secret. What I'm going to do is I am going to heal this guy so that he can survive either the noble sacrifice or the looter. Noble sacrifice. Surprise, surprise. And I thought I might get good use out of him if I put out the 3 hit point guy. Now, my army is fragile and vulnerable. I haven't really gotten very far ahead at all. Especially if he has a consecrate. Don't understand how an arena paladin can have consecrates, but apparently it happens to people who are me. Trogg is pretty good, though. That will deter him playing any secrets.
Reporting for duty.
Play some guys. Trogg will go down for sure after killing a bear, but if you play him as a 5/5, which is pretty good. If you play her and armor up, then 2 damage to take him out. I mean, he wouldn't have enough in play to finish her, but he could still do a lot of damage there. Having a 5/5 out might just be better. I mean, he could be bigger later, but now let's just go for the 5/5 now. If he Blessing of Kings one of his guys, they could trade for him, but they wouldn't actually, like, just crush him. That's pretty unpleasant. Can't say I'm thrilled with that chain of events, but, yeah, well, I was going to put her out and do the double charge, but I guess I'm just going to do it this way.
Don't worry,
Since he
the
charges
cavalry.
himself.
Giddy up.
How do you like it? Probably likes it fine. Probably has a handful of consecrates. It's just like, waiting for you to put out more guys so I can consecrate some more.
I hear you got a problem.
That's not great. That's not great at all. Well, you'll come in and save me from that guy, I guess. For now, charge frog.
Giddy up.
Join or die.
So if 7/5 guy, see that's the problem with 7/5 guy, is that he only has 5 hit points. If 7/5 guy goes and kills one of my things, the Argent Commander should be able to finish him. Consecrate, I guess? Oh, Equality Consecrate. That's pretty ugly. Like, seriously, your Arena Equality Consecrate? So he had Equality and 2 Consecrates so far.
Reporting for duty.
So, you know, big middle finger for him.
To Northrend. Victory.
Maybe should have played the other guy, but I wanted that thing dead before it hit me. And screw you, double Consecrate Equality, dickhead. Friggin' BS. But that is the problem. Again, like, my deck doesn't have a lot of spells and solutions to things. My deck just puts out stuff. A lot of it's good stuff. Guess what? This thing I put out is better than all his junk put together. But if he has spells to manipulate things, he can still come out ahead easily. None of those guys are worth that under the circumstances. Stormwind Knight would be bad. I don't know if he could. It'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he would technically be able to trade all those guys to kill mine, but it would make more sense to just beat my face in at that point.
Let me think.
Since this thing technically doesn't even kill the Stormwind Knight in one hit. So that would be ugly. The recruiter guy or the +2/+2 to all to all recruits guy, that would be really bad. Quartermaster, that's what it was. I knew it wasn't the recruiter because I knew the recruiter was something else. You were going to have quite an army of 1/1s, and I so don't have the whirlwind attacks. Calling my bluff. I am lacking in whirlwinds. I reap nothing. I may have spoken too soon. There we Arcanite. I'm going to start crushing you. I'm going to bash her, because she's potentially dead. And I'm just going to start racing. I've got all this armor, and you just got a bunch of 1/1s. Now, Stormwind Knight would still be really bad. Stormwind Knight or Mookla's guy. Who I'm probably just going to start calling Mookla, because who the hell wants to play the actual King Mookla? Mediocre at best. I'm assuming there's some plan for finishing my guy here. Oh no, he just had to make room so he could Murloc it up.
Reporting for duty.
That's not the Murloc he was looking for. That would be him dead. Not that there were a lot of taunt Murlocs, but I guess he was hoping for old One Eye to charge. Not lose. But yeah, racing him down, that was the answer. So, playing fat things, working pretty well so far. We'll see if that keeps up next time. If you found that useful or entertaining, or if you enjoy cookies, hit the like button. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.